There's so much waiting for you when you visit somewhere for the first time. But how do you sift through all that's on offer and pick the best experiences to indulge in? TravelDine's 60 hours makes your planning simpler. We give you a detailed and absolutely doable itinerary that stretches over 5 days of approximately 12 waking hours each, which will allow you to discover all the treasures while you pace the pleasures just right. Welcome to Paradise on Earth. The highlight for anyone visiting Srinagar is the sight of the colorful shikaras on the lakes. There's a certain poetry to gliding over the water in one, which transports you to a blissful state. The word sukoon symbolizes an elevated state of mind combining peace, wisdom and contentment. The luxurious Sukoon houseboat has been lovingly restored by owner Altaf Chapri, who spent his childhood on it. The elegant 8-room wooden boat combines contemporary comforts with old-world charm. Expect to be pampered, be it high tea on the top deck with stunning views of the Dal Lake and the misty Pir Panjal mountains set to live Sufi music, a fine dine dinner in the ornate dining room, or simply a soak in the tub before you head to bed. Greet the dawn with melodious prayers from the nearby mosques as you swish through the canals, conversing with Danish Syed, the philosophical boatman. The Sukoon team brings you to the floating vegetable market, where you can watch the fast yet relaxed buying and selling of fresh produce over a cup of the deliciously rich rose petal kava made by the famous Mushtaq. Or, like I did, you can give in to temptation and buy many hued flowers, lily bulbs and seeds. A good pit stop for some fabulous French pastry is Le Delice, a boulangerie right on the boulevard fringing Dal Lake. Saqib Mir, who spent many years perfecting his pastry in France, has brought back the tastes and techniques to provide a treat to the taste buds of locals as well as tourists. The rest of the day you can do an old city tour with Srinagar expert Nasar Malik. He will bring you to the historic Hazrat Bal shrine.
So he's saying, oh Prophet, oh Messenger of God, you're high in stature. You were sent with light, and that's what he was. You were sent with light to guide us. So this is what it's saying in the local language. It's called Naat or Durood or Naat.
Take you on a tantalizing food trail around it. I was amazed by the sheer variety of Kashmiri breads, one for each time of the day and several occasions.
We're in the old part of Srinagar. Must to see is the burnt brick building which the Sultan made for his mother. It's called Badshah's tomb. We are at Shah Hamdan Mosque, and Shah Hamdan is a Muslim saint who came down here in 14th century and preached the message of love, peace and the word of God here in this part of the country.
You can watch the papier-mâché artisans who work with NGOs such as Commitment to Kashmir at work, so that you can understand the genesis and the thoughtfulness of these beautiful handmade products made in Kashmir. Stop for a lavish lunch at one of the famous Wazwan restaurants such as Aidu's, or go for a mini Tarami Wazwan if you don't have space for 36 dishes in the middle of the day. You could step into their stylish new bakery called Creme for a sampling of more modern Srinagar as well. Nearby is the posh Polo View Market, a stretch where you can buy everything from pashmina to paper mache, as well as the high street brands you're familiar with. Walking down the Bund Road is a must. A number of intriguing establishments exist here. Suffering Moses, known for its paper mache collection, and suave owner Muhammad Sadiq Wani, whose great-grandfather started the enterprise in 1840 AD. Vintage photography studio Mahataz has some lovely old photographs that take you back to Srinagar of a different era. Enjoy the salty pink noon chai that pours from an ornate samovar at Chai Jai, or even an elaborate high tea here if you have the appetite. Time to drive about 50 kilometers away up into the mountains to get a glimpse of the heaven that is Gulmarg. Be it spring, summer, or autumn, the highlands are lush with flowers. The lavish 85-key Khyber Himalayan resort and spa here has all the bells and whistles you want in a luxury getaway. Have your personal butler fix you a picnic lunch on their sprawling lawns. Step out to ride the Gulmarg gondola or just explore the many facets of the hotel. The rooms, each with a spacious balcony and a sunken bathtub that fits two, are the perfect retreat. The al fresco restaurant called Nook is a treat in any season. I enjoyed a relaxed barbecue evening where the rainbow trout from the tandoor was as delicious as the pink-tinged sky was at dusk. Ease into the morning with a steaming cuppa and that stellar view. Spend some time at the Khyber's state-of-the-art gym. Its glorious heated pool. And get a much-needed massage at the L'Occitane Spa. Before you head back to your balcony for a lavish in-room breakfast. Count your blessings as you savor your saffron kava. On the way back to Srinagar from Gulmarg, shop for walnuts and saffron. You could stop to walk through an apple orchard. Eat some succulent gushtaba at the Pine View restaurant in the town of Tangmarg, which has been the gateway to and from Gulmarg since Mughal times. Budget for a long visit to the newly created Artisan Art and Cultural Center at Batpora.
Artisan is our brand, and we are here to promote the original and ethnic art of Kashmir.
You can see Kashmiri carpets and pashminas being woven, carved walnut wood furniture and Sozni embroidery in the making, and perhaps you could buy some as well.
While you're in Kashmir, you can't miss Mughal gardens.
Visit Shalimar, one of the many Mughal gardens in Kashmir.
This was built by Jahangir, one of the Mughal kings, in 1619. And Jahangir, out of the Mughals, had immense love for Kashmir and he used to travel multiple times to Kashmir. Normally, Kashmir was a summer escape for the Mughals. So if you see this particular structure is called Diwan-e-Aam, for the area for the commoners.
Known for their incredibly symmetrical layouts in the Char Bagh style, filled with architectural flourishes, flowers and fountains.
And this garden is filled with a lot of chinar trees, sycamore, and it also has a lot of flora of Kashmir.
Check into the Nadis, an 18-room boutique property that's part of Rare India's select clutch of sustainable and storied hotels. A lawn that boasts a profusion of flowers, a population of birds, and plenty of space to unwind and be kind to yourself. Think authentic Kashmiri cuisine served in a no-fuss homey ambiance, jazz playing in the lobby, and in the room, woolen rugs with intricate Ari embroidery. Evolved travelers will appreciate the sensibilities of owner Yasser Shaw, for whom this has been a passion project. It's located right opposite Harwan Bagh, where you can actually go and see the ruins of an ancient Buddhist monastery dating back to the times when Buddhism was the main religion of Kashmir. How about a walk on the wild side inside the Dachigam National Park, the only place in the world you can hope to catch a glimpse of the rare Hangul deer. Spend time inside a forest hide, drink from a sparkling mountain stream, refresh yourself inside and out. On the other side of the same Zabarwan mountain is Kayamga, a high-end Sufi retreat which has been the talk of the travel world ever since it opened in mid-2022. This resort, boasting 4 luxury villas and 3 sumptuous suites, is all about connecting with nature and yourself. Yoga mornings on the Kalp deck, dips in the infinity pool, and delicious traditional Kashmiri meals made by home chef Tabassum. With live Kashmiri vocals and Sufi sunsets. Or a romantic private Wazwan dinner of traditional delicacies, Kayamga allows you to soak in the best of Kashmir before you head home. So, which part did you like the best? The soulfulness of the Sufi singers? Or the wild adventure up in Dachigam? The incredible artisanal handicrafts? Or the delicious daily bread that they call sot? Their salty noon chai? Or saffron-infused kava? For me, this deep dive into everything Kashmir awakened a special love for this ethereal part of India. Its charms gently holding my heart like the waters of the Dal Lake cradle the shikaras.